Hey everybody, it's Ben here at Custom Crops.
And I'm Brian, and if you guys thought Shark Week was cool, you have no idea what is in store for you this week. We have Tim Holtz Week here at Custom Crops. We're going to do a different project each day this week.
Using the different distress ink lines that he's got out, so...
We've got the distress markers, the ink pads, the re-inkers, and...
the embossing
crackle
powder.
paint. We've got wood stain. We've got all of it. So each day we're gonna show you a different product each day.
That's why we've set aside an entire week of Tim Holtz stuff for you. Okay, everybody. The first thing we've got here for you, it coincides with these distress inks here. Now, what you probably didn't know is that when you buy these, obviously they stack nicely on top of each other, as you can see here. But when you've got them on your table, you can't really tell what they are since the colors are on top of the case. So what Tim Holtz has done for you, go ahead and show him, Brian, is he's got this layout here that you can print down these labels and put the labels right on the side of the inker so you can tell what you've got on top here while you have them stacked. So,
and that's at rangerink.com.
Thank you. Rangerink.com is where you can print those down. You can see you got your whole stack there. You can tell what colors you got. You can save some space on your crafting table.
And the other cool thing that they also have is this printable distress marker table, pretty much. You can color in each square, and that way when you're doing your projects you can have it out, and that way you can actually see it and you don't have to wonder what marker you're going to use.
Yeah, it really helps with like blending and contrasting and whatnot.
Alright, so before we start, we just want to let you know we have a very professional video of Tim Holtz actually doing some coloring with these distress markers on our website. Also, there are links in the description right next to the video that would take you right to these two pieces of paper here, the labels and the table here for coloring. So there's 36 colors of these markers, and then we also have these cool water brush tips that we'll show you how to use. The cool thing about these markers is they're dual tips, so they've got a fine tip on one side, as you can see.
And that tip there is actually, it's a hard plastic nub, so you can put it up against hard edges for stenciling and stuff like that too. It won't fluctuate or anything like that. Very precise.
And then the other tip we have here is the brush tip. It's a lot broader. That's what we did a lot of the coloring here with. You can see that as opposed to that. A lot different. These markers are not refillable, so the only thing that is refillable in the distress line of the Tim Holtz products are the ink pads. You just use the re-inkers to refill those. And these markers will work on pretty much any kind of paper, glossy paper, cardstock, specialty stamping paper, they all work. So what we've gone ahead and done here is stamped this beautiful image on the stamping paper. And we're just going to show you one quick technique that Tim Holtz showed us how to do.
Has perfected over the years.
So all these distress markers, the ink reacts with water. So you can use it, as a watercolor. You can just use it as a marker if you want. So we've got a non-stick craft sheet right here underneath. And what we're going to do is just take some ink. I don't know if you can see that, but we're just smearing a little bit of ink on the non-stick craft sheet. And then we're taking our water pen, which you can just fill up using your sink. No, nothing big. You just unscrew it, fill it up with water, and you'll just rub that around in the ink a little bit. And what I'm going to do is color in these flowers a little bit, nice and pink. It'll turn out just like a watercolor.
And it also gives it that distress kind of feel to it without having to do too much legwork.
And then we'll take one of these blue colors and take that brush tip. I'm just going to go ahead and color in some of the water here. And then I'm going to take some of this green and do the same thing, just put a little bit of it on the craft sheet. You don't really have to worry about this smudging too much. You can just wipe it off on the paper. Take some of that green.
This is a great and easy way to blend stuff too, while you're using the tip, the water brush tip.
You can just take a little more, smear it in there, color in the leaves. And then if you wanted to do, let's just say you wanted to make the background one big splotch of some color. That's how I put it. You just smear a bunch of the ink, and then we'll take this broad flat tip brush, the water brush tip. You just brush it into your ink. You can smear it around like that. Again, it gives you a nice distressed feel. And there we have it. Beautiful, beautiful card image.
And all of those markers are the same way, except for with the exception of this picket fence one, which is an opaque marker, which means that as you draw on the paper, it's not really showing up on this cardstock.
So we'll try and show it up close.
Typically, you'll want to use darker cardstock or even like a black cardstock or tag or whatnot, and
It goes on clear
that's right. It'll go on clear
and then
show
turns
white.
up white.
It's a really unique marker. It's very fun to use for your dark projects.
And it's also great if you find that you colored something in a little too dark. It's also good for going back and highlighting.
Okay guys, well that's it for this week.
Make sure to check out the video of Tim Holtz, the professional one. We can't quite match up to him.
His expertise, yes.
Yeah, he's got a lot more information about the product. He also shows you a couple other techniques you can use. So check it out, it's really cool.
There are links for all of that in our product description, so be sure to look for that on the website.
And make sure to come back every single day this week. We'll have something new for you, show you how to use different products and probably some ways that you might not have thought of. So,
all right, till tomorrow.
Adios.